Greetings there, my fellow Musketeers. I'm the Disney Historian, and I welcome you back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Now here's part 2 of my Zorro review, based on the 1957 Disney series classic. Oh, and if you haven't seen the first part, I'll put the link in the description below. Enjoy! The costumes. Chuck Keene was the head of the costume department for Walt Disney, who also designed other works for film and TV, such as Treasure Island and Davy Crockett, Kina the Wild Frontier. For the series, the costumes were based on the 1820s during the Spanish colonial era of California. Of course, it's Hollywood, so can also be fantasized, but still, it's gorgeous, especially with the detailed work that went into the jackets for the men and the dresses for the women. As for Zorro's iconic outfit, was inspired by the typical attire of Spanish gentlemen of the time, minus the mask. The show's popularity, it was a smashing success. Even in merchandising, kids of all ages donned on the mask, cape, and hat like their hero. Of course, there was a spark at some schools and a few other places did get graffiti with the mark of Zorro. But hey, it's better than them dressing up as Superman and jumping off the bed or roof thinking they could fly. Please don't do that. Along with the show's success, while at Disneyland, they had Zorro Days, where a few of the actors performed a fighting stage show for the guests. Ugh, I would have loved to see that. As for Guy Williams, he continued his acting career in other forms, such as Lost in Space, with trips for work and eventually retired in Argentina. His first trip while visiting had 5,000 devoted fans. Basically, adults and children covered the runway chanting Zorro's name. He was truly blessed for such devotion to his role as the masked hero. And now we come down to my final thoughts. I was able to discover this Disney treasure, along with which I prefer the 1950s Musketeers and the 80s one, thanks to a program back then called Walt Disney, where I got a moment with the man himself for a new generation to fall in love with. This show captured me on its storytelling, colorful characters, along with its music, and thanks to Technicolor of the time, of course enjoy the black and white as well, went smoothly without a hitch. Will not forget probably having the biggest crush when I was only 13 of a man who was before an actor, was a male model that Walt saw was the perfect choice for the fictional character that started in a book written by American pulp writer Johnson Macaulay, that later became a TV classic and inspired into movies and so forth. Even comics. Zorro was a hero, a symbol of justice for the innocent when corruption was strong, but he was stronger with honor and integrity. He will always be there in our hearts. He was the fox, so cunning and free. This is the Disney Historian saying, have a magical day.